Thank you, Chair, Honourable Minister, Deputy Ministers, colleagues. Now, as we celebrate Africa Day today, I had purposed to refrain from commenting on the Middle East peace process, which both South Africa and the ACDP support, and which will be discussed in a future debate. However, the ACDP will continue to pray for both Palestinians and Israelis, for sustainable peace and for development that will benefit all in the region. A philosophy of hatred and violence that promotes murder is not restricted to Palestinian leaders and is reaching out across the world against all who hold different beliefs. So, South Africa implements its diplomacy of Ubuntu, of humanity to others, in the context of achieving its national interests, which are premised on eradicating poverty, unemployment, and inequality. South Africa's national interest is, however, neither narrow nor nationalistic, and it recognizes the importance of others, especially in the region and on the continent. This complex task is constrained by a further reduced budget, which continues to be affected by foreign exchange currency fluctuations. The ACDP does note, however, with approval, that the Department, National Treasury, and the Reserve Bank have begun joint discussions on finding a workable system to curb the negative impact of foreign exchange fluctuations on the budget of the department. The overall budget reduction will no doubt impact on national priorities like the strengthening of bilateral cooperation with countries in Africa, Asia, the Middle East, the Americas, the Caribbean, and Europe. This is regrettable because the purpose of these relations is to increase exports of South African goods and services, foreign direct investment, into value-added industries like mineral beneficiation, inbound tourism, and skills enhancement. Another area of concern for the ACDP would be the long-term impact of the department's one entity, the African Renaissance and International Cooperation Fund. The ARF's mandate includes the promotion of democracy and good governance, the prevention and resolution of conflicts, socio-economic development and integration, human resource development, and infrastructure development. The ARF, which requested more than 400,000 million, has been allocated 22 million. Although we are assured that the fund has sufficient cash reserves to absorb the impact of the reductions and its operations are not expected to be affected, this cannot bode well for the long term. The department will have to improve monitoring of ARF activities and deal more effectively with irregular expenditure, lack of human capacity, and non-compliance with applicable laws, and budget constraints will work against them. We note that South Africa will chair SADC from August this year, which will create opportunities to advance the SADC regional integration program and the finalization of the tripartite free trade area process. This agenda should be prioritized, bearing in mind that the AU intends to launch the Continental Free Trade Area by the end of 2017. Development aid for Africa from traditional sources can be expected to drastically reduce, and it is more important than ever that countries in Africa become self-reliant individually and collectively to ensure sustainable development. And to round up, the ACDP notes progress made at last regarding recurring issues identified in previous audit outcomes. The assigning of a professional for the purpose of classification of art in the London mission is a good start, and we hope this process will take place in all missions without delay. We also note that a new asset management register is in place, etc., etc., and this should go a long way in assisting the department to finally achieve a clean audit in the 2017-18 financial year. The ACDP
Honourable Member, your time is up.
Budget, understanding the huge financial constraints, appreciating the challenges, and recognizing the department's achievements under extremely difficult circumstances.